And Rainbow Six Siege 2!
Hello everyone, and welcome to Operation Twin Shells. I'm Camille Salazar-Hadaway, and it's time to hear straight from the developers themselves all about Year 9, Season 3 of Rainbow Six Siege. This season brings an innovative new operator and a versatile new weapon. Let's kick it off with an overview of the season from Creative Director Alexander Karpazis.
Year 9 Season 3 is all about Operation Twin Shells. But before we jump into that, it's really important that we acknowledge that we heard from you and we haven't met the expectations that you had for Operation New Blood. And we want to reinforce
what
that
expectations?
We are dedicated to this game and that we are putting more resources than ever into it. And you'll start to see that with Operation Twin Shells. Operation Twin Shells is all about the new operator as well, Scopos. This is Curie Galanos, who's one of the original operators from Rainbow Six.
Varsity Gaming?
She comes with 2 shells that she can control. This is a testament to the creativity of the game and the talent of our team.
We got Stephen Hawking in Rainbow Six Siege!
Like this that are still game changers. We're also introducing updates to AntiCheat and anti-toxicity, which is a major priority for us for the future of the game.
Again?
And we have more like the Siege Cup coming in beta phase. We also have balancing changes.
I'm excited for that.
After Action 2.0 coming online, and we have so much more for you. We can't wait to dig into it. So let's begin.
Call of Duty, screen.
Let's talk about an important topic right off the bat. Cheating and toxicity are not just concerns for you, they are critical issues for us as well.
Really?
To address
Doesn't seem like it.
We've restructured our team to dedicate even more resources to these challenges. Now, to share exclusive details and updates on the current and upcoming player protection projects, here's Alexander Karpazis and product owner Lancelot Seiji.
Should I just show them all the clips of like my random just saying the N-word?
We want to assure you that we have more than just one security system in place. More than just BattleEye, we have 6 detection systems running at any given time.
Right now? Are you sure?
And we're constantly improving these systems. On top of this, we want to talk about a pillar as well for our anti-cheat, which is binary hardening. Binary hardening is the act of obfuscating and making it harder for cheat makers.
They first the word obfuscating so hard.
Think of it like a giant library, where a cheat maker is trying to find a specific book. For us, we'll be trying to change that book's location as much as possible.
Are these
even
like
on top of that,
happening right now, or
the entire library so that it's as confusing and as hard for a cheat maker as possible, so that in the end,
are they going to implement
cannot
this?
Effectively make cheats for our game. When it comes to Siege Cup, for those that have won and have cheated, they will be banned. But of course, their teammates will have access revoked from Siege Cup as well.
I mean, that's
ensuring
good.
That competitive integrity remains in Siege.
But like, you don't ban anybody, so we won't.
It's time to ban. 75% of bans are happening 12 hours sooner now. And this is something that we'll be working on in the future to reduce that time as much as possible.
12 hours doesn't mean anything! These cheaters get banned 2 months later!
AntiCheat, the team has grown in size. It's now a multidisciplinary team that is actually one of the largest in-house anti-cheat teams in the world for any given project.
That's sad then.
And for us, that means we're totally dedicated to making sure that Siege is the best it can be when it comes to anti-cheat.
Biggest team for anti-cheat.
In the anti-toxicity team, our mission is simple: ensuring a safe space for all players in Rainbow Six Siege. It means protecting the community from recurrent and highly toxic players, while rewarding recurrent positive behavior. Our mission includes handling features like reverse friendly fire, Texas censorship, reports, abandoned penalties, match cancellation, commendation system, and of course, the reputation system. Our philosophy centers around 3 key principles: transparency, understandability, and clarity. In its current state, the reputation system has some weaknesses and is not trusted by the community.
What?
This is why we decided to overhaul it. It means reviewing its structure, the action that are feeding it, and the in-game UI. And to be clear, a single negative action will have a minimal impact on you. Only the recurrence of this action will affect your reputation. We aim to give you access to those changes in Year 9 S4. The system will remain in beta.
Is it me or does this stuff like not matter to y'all at all? Like, I have said the most vile shit in my team chat, and nothing has happened to me, first of all. And it doesn't affect how much elo or fucking renown I get. Like, it literally doesn't impact me at all. I don't care. It does not matter.
That we cannot wait.
We don't care!
When you finish a match in Operation Twin Shells, things are gonna have a brand new look. Please welcome senior game designer Vladimir Kozik to walk you through the new post-action
That is not
report.
how you say Vladimir, or
Plus,
Volodymyr.
game director Joshua Mills is here to talk about boosting the abilities of your drones.
In new season, we are introducing post-action
Is that guy's name
report
Vladimir?
in a completely
Ain't no fucking
new
way it's
dimension.
Vladimir.
Instead of
Volodymyr.
operator cards, there will be a new screen.
Holy
with
fucking-
teammates represented as 3D operators.
This looks like Call of
located
Duty.
On the same map they just played. Here they can command teammates and the opponents. On the next screen, instead of sequence of separated tabs, all progression like rank, clearance, battle pass, also including challenges this time, will be comfortably organized on a single page layout that highlights the most important information. I'm so excited with this update. I can't wait our players try it out and share their feedback with us.
This guy seems like a really nice person.
Drone Boost is a new feature coming to our attacker lineup. The goal here is to continue to reinforce our
Drone
attackers,
Boost.
make sure they have the tools to get the job done. Intel is king in Siege, and keeping your drone alive is crucial to getting that intel. Some of the changes we did with Solis helped with that, but
It's a nitrous boost!
We want to give more power to our players, specifically the attackers. So Drone Boost means you can actually boost your drone a maximum of 3 times, 3 seconds per boost. You can cancel it mid-boost to quickly evade, quickly close distances, and each boost, once expended, takes 6 seconds to recharge.
That's a long
So the boost resource system is actually kind of similar to Maverick's Torch in the sense that you can cancel the action at any time and it doesn't fully deplete the boost. So you can cut up a boost as needed.
You have more control of it.
You only have 3 full ones. Drone Boost isn't limited to just the default drone. The Kludges from Bravo or even Twitch's drone can also take advantage of this feature. If Mozzie happens to get his hands on
the Echo Drone too!
and there's still charges left, so that's the key factor here. If there's still charges on that drone,
bro, that's
now they're Mozzie's to use.
Nah. Imagine how hard it'll be to shoot a drone now.
Is really focused on their economy, which means making sure they can survive longer, or at least giving our players the ability and the tools they need in order to make sure their drones can survive longer. They should be used more regularly in the middle and late game of the rounds, and we want to make sure that you have those tools in your arsenal to be able to
I like this change. That's really cool.
If you like competition, this next update is for you. The new Siege Cup beta is coming this season.
Hell yeah, baby!
To test their 5 stacks in intense tournament play.
Ooh, ooh.
A new reward system is coming as well for both Siege Cup and ranked matches. Plus, a few more interesting updates that live content director Christopher Budgeon is going to tell you all about.
Can't wait to play Siege Cup with my boy Ice Cold.
In Year 9, Season 3, Operation Twin Shells, we're happy to announce the beta of Siege Cup. We made the decision to restrict Siege Cup beta to the PC platform because we can be much more reactive. If something happens with the Siege Cup, we can address it much faster than with other
So is the Siege Cup going to be in beta like Ranked was in beta for like
Cup in its full
6
form
years?
In Year 9 Season 4. Competitive integrity is imperative for Siege. That's why having a beta to make sure we can register the squads, formulate the brackets, distribute the rewards, we have to get it right. To register your team for the Siege Cup beta, follow the QR code or the link that you see on the screen, and get ready for news about the first Siege Cup coming your way. With Siege Cup, you have to register as a 5 stack, meaning that you have to bring 4 of your friends, get ready to compete until the tournament is over. Once the Siege Cup starts, you're there committed to the Siege Cup to play until you get eliminated or, of course, win the tournament.
So
we see the Siege Cup beta as our most competitive playlist, even more so than ranked, because the stakes are extremely high.
I know they said cheaters won't be in this, nor the people that queue with cheaters will be in this, but like,
Season 3, and after the finish of the
what are
first
the chances
tournament,
we play
we'll
with
run
a cheater,
another
play
every
against a
2
cheater?
weeks for the remainder of Year 9 Season 3. In Year 9 Season 3, we're introducing a new currency called competitive coins. Competitive coins are exclusive to our competitive playlists, that being Ranked and Siege Cup. Get as far as you can within the ranks, as well as play as many Siege Cups as you can to get competitive coins to open these exclusive packs. In Year 9 Season 3, all console players will receive one free competitive pack.
What the fuck is in a competitive pack, bro?
Get as many competitive coins as you can so you can continue to open packs in that collection.
Yeah, we're gonna play against the AntiCheat Siege Cup, bro.
When you're waiting for your next match, whether it's in Ranked, Quick Match, or even the Siege Cup, you'll be able to enter the shooting range to stay warmed up, ready for your next match.
Oh
Additionally,
my God.
we've also added a cover feature within
Oh
the
my
aiming
God,
mode.
only
Now
took fucking
you can have covers pop
9
up from the
years!
ground. Dummies will hide behind them and
Thank
take
God.
position as you try to eliminate them as you warm up your aim.
We can
Both
finally
PC
warm
and
up
console
while
players will
queuing
be
for
able to
ranked.
enter the shooting range during matchmaking.
Holy shit.
1v1s have become more popular within Siege, and that's why we've now added a 1v1 custom preset in Custom Game. There are 2 presets for 1v1s in Custom Game, short and long.
No way they have the
The
Jinxie
short
preset.
allows you to play 6 rounds with
Just
4
label it
rounds to
Jinxie,
win
Lab. Just
and
label it
1
Jinxie.
overtime round. In the long preset, it's the first to 8 rounds, but if the match gets tense and it's really tight, there are 3 overtime rounds. In both of the 1v1 presets, all maps are available. The prep phase has been lowered to 20 seconds. It's perfect for one player to get set up and ready for the attack. The bomb
Jinxie
game mode
preset.
is the featured game mode in both 1v1 presets. Role swap every round. You play attack, then defense. This
Honestly,
will continue
this is a very,
until
very small
whoever
change, but it's really cool.
finally
I
wins
like
the
it.
match.
I like it.
With every new season,
I like
the
that.
question arises, which operators will be targeted for balancing, and how will they change? Game designer David Perpignan has all the answers,
Perpignan.
plus spoilers. It's Solis, Dokkaebi, and Nook.
What? Solis again? Wait, why
We're
Solis?
implementing the second round of changes for Solis.
Okay.
We know that our previous package was a bit harsh. We've
Yeah, it
been
was.
monitoring data just to see that everything went well. What we've seen is a decrease in ban rate and also.
Are they gonna buffer again?
But a steady trend on win rate.
Please do,
This
please
new
do it.
wave of changes for Solis is based in 3 pillars. The first pillar is the detection mechanic. Now Solis will use only the center of the screen to
What?
detect the gadgets, and those gadgets will be unidentified. You won't know what they are. The second pillar is the scanning or identification mechanic. Now we call it overclock, and once you trigger the overclock, your energy is pre-filled, and you'll be able to see every gadget in the center of
That's
the
not making
screen
Solis
as
better.
identified. You'll know what they are. Aside from that, Solis will emit a warning to every observation tool in the enemy team within the range of detection, so they will know that you are overclocking and that you are seeing their gadgets.
They're
The third
nerfing
pillar
her
is the
again?
Energy access. Now Solis Spec IO will last longer and will require less energy to be activated while reloading. Also, these new changes give us more balancing levers that will help us adjust Solis in the future.
Why? Wait, what the
Dokkaebi
fuck?
right now can generate a lot of pressures in defenders, specifically at the beginning of the round. That's why we're taking a look to the resource management in her ability. Now, Dokka will start with 0 charges at the beginning of the round, and will get one every 45 seconds, but only up to 2 per round.
45 seconds
These
from the
changes
beginning of the
should
round?
reduce the pressure on defenders now. They should have more time to
So you can't
prepare
rip
their
that John right out of
setup.
spawn?
And
You gotta wait?
Players will be encouraged to survive longer to have a greater impact in the match. Global
Survive
abilities
will be
like
encouraged to
Dokkaebi
survive
have a
longer. 45
great
seconds
impact
into the
in
round.
game, and sometimes with little effort from the players. We are aware of this, and we will take a look at it in the future, being part of bigger changes for the game.
Okay.
So Knock is receiving a buff. We think that camera scrubbing and intel deception is how stealth should look in Rainbow, and that's what Knock does. The changes we are making are affecting how Knock's ability consumes energy.
Okay.
Instead of being time-based, they will be action-based. That means that some actions like walking won't consume any of your energy, but if you sprint or shoot, your energy will be consumed.
Oh!
Changes aim to make Knock more patient.
See how-
We want Knock to be better at flank watching, cutting rotations,
So
and
it's not-
increasing the uncertainty on defenders.
So when you
We
walk,
want
it
them to
doesn't go
feel like
down?
There's a monster in the house.
Bro, look,
Knock
it's
and
completely
smokes.
still.
FMG9 is getting a buff. We are reviewing
Dub.
its recoil to make it more comfortable when you're shooting at longer distances, specifically when you're using magnified scopes.
Dub.
The objective of these changes is to improve the player perception and balance of those operators while keeping the frustrations away. There will be more changes in this season.
So,
For
infinite
example,
knock
we're
ability
taking
and
a
a-
look at
and
the
FMG9
proximity
buff.
alarm and its synergy with Sentry, and also at the delayed timer for explosions on the Claymore.
That's
A big
whoa,
update
whoa, whoa,
for
what?
Versus AI is coming
That's
in
huge for
Operation
Knock.
Twin Shells. as you'll
That's a good
now
buff.
be able to play as a defender and face off against a
But bro,
squad
that
of
one change for
attacker
Dokkaebi,
bots.
it took
For
them
more,
this long to
here's
change that
AI
one.
programmer Ariel Molcha-Delaire.
Oh, brother, no one
Versus
cares
AI
about the
is a
new
game
players!
designed for new players.
Fuck
to
the
provide them
noobs!
With a safe environment where they can learn and practice before their first ranked experience. In Year 8, Season 4, we introduced Versus AI for the first time. Since then, we keep adding more operators to play with and against, more supported maps, and we keep integrating more AI behaviors. This season will be significant. We're introducing Versus AI 2.0. Given that Siege is an asymmetrical game, we want to give the players the opportunity to play the other side. For the first time, players are going to be able to play the defenders against a full team of AI attackers. The AI attacker team will feature 5 operators: Ash, Thatcher, Thermite, Nomad, and Sledge. As a defender, the player will be able to choose between 16 operators, including the new one, Scopos. New players are going to have the opportunity to learn how to react to those attackers' behaviors, but it will also give them some ideas of how to play themselves when it's their turn to play the attackers. Both beginner and advanced game mode are going to offer the full match experience at launch. Similar to a casual game, the player is going to enter as either a defender or an attacker against a full team of AIs. They're going to play on one of our 8 supported maps, and after 2 rounds, they're going to switch sides. We've heard your feedback, and we want to make sure that Versus AI gives a real feel of what it's like to play Siege.
Really? That's how it feels to play Siege.
Talk about the new operator, Scopos.
Finally!
This Greek defender brings a new dimension of tactical
Professor X
abilities to the fight through her twin shells, Talos and Colossus. For insight into the visual design of this operator, we'll hear from art director Joanna Sui, and for a breakdown of the new gameplay opportunities she offers, we'll go to game designer Justin Laurent Aloualia.
Female Quran? What are you talking about? They got ladders?
Scopos is from Raven Shield era, and her name is Coris Galanos. Her visual design is really based off of her story background and the trauma that she went through. In the anime that was released from the Year 9 Season 1, in the mission there was Daniel Bogard and Jared Morris at that time trying to stop the bomb maker. In the end, you see a giant explosion, and it was actually exactly that moment where she stopped being able to walk. Ever since then, she's a wheelchair user. She's been in a relentless
she was in the explosion?
Trying to seek prosecution to stop Deimos. All that toll took an effect on her face.
Bro, it's female varsity gaming, bro.
She have eye bags, wrinkles, and ragged hair. Scopos is a master strategist. She adapted her wheelchair into her command center like a pilot seat. She uses the shells to be part of the action. In game, you can hear her, you can see her face when you swap between the 2 shells. When we're designing her wheelchair and the robots, we really had in mind to make sure that she feels very grounded. So we went with analog.
She's definitely grounded.
We really want to establish the fact that it's not smart AI robots. They're not invincible. They can be destroyed. When she loses Talos, Colossus, she's losing a part of her again. So for the design of the robots, we wanted to differentiate the 2 so you can identify them easily on the field. The difference are in the antennas, the shoulder pads, and colors and patterns are distinct to one another.
Okay.
We made sure to have the analog look by physically having buttons that you can push. They're wires that you can see, and they're not touch screens, they're not holograms, they are something that you can touch and feel.
I can't feel it, it's a fucking video game.
When she was a field agent, Kyurei surveyed the area from afar as a sniper. Now, she still watches from a distance, but in a different way. Thanks to her new tech, Scopos is able to maintain a wide network of control unlike any other defender. That's because what Scopos brings to the field is not 1, but 2 remotely controlled robotic operators. These shells, named Talos and Colossus, make up the V10 Pantheon system.
V10?
At any given moment, one of Scopos' shells will be in an active state, where it functions like an operator, while the other remains in an idle state.
So you get 2
where
lives?
It functions like a powerful piece of defensive utility. Scopos' control allows her to swap the states of these shells, quickly delivering offensive or defensive power where it's needed most. Scopos' active shell
that's overpowered.
works much like any other operator. It can move, shoot, and use gadgets. It's also Scopos' primary lifeline. If a shell is destroyed while it's active, Kyurey's link is severed, and she's functionally dead for the rest of the round. 2 bodies does not mean 2 lives.
Oh, okay.
Meanwhile,
that makes sense.
Scopos' idle shell will take on a defensive posture, deploying an integrated shield that functions much like a deployable shield secondary gadget. While in this state, the idle shell can be used as an observation tool by Kyurey and her allies.
So it's a shield and a BP.
Scopos can access her idle shell's camera directly at any time with the gadget button. While Scopos is looking through her idle shell's camera, she'll have the option to swap shells. Activating the swap sequence will put her active shell into idle mode and put her idle shell into active mode. The only catch is that the active shell needs to be in a position where it can deploy its shield to perform the swap. Scopos' HUD has an indicator that'll make this easier. In fact, Scopos' HUD will display plenty of useful information about both shells, including whether the
So what happens
idle
if
shell
your
is
shield,
under
if you
attack
die,
or being affected
if the
by an
shield
EMP?
dies? Are you still alive?
Scopos is a very tactically oriented operator that requires players to collect data and quickly act on it to maximize her potential. A strong Scopos player is one that makes frequent use of her idle shell.
Like I was standing
to guide the
still, you
actions
couldn't
of
hit
her
him in the first
active
shot.
shell. For most players, Scopos will likely be a shallow roamer, operating near the bomb site while having the means to extend into a deeper roam or fall back and anchor as needed. If used strategically, she has the power to be one of the most mobile operators in the game.
Okay, that's actually cool though.
Idle shell can be a very strong piece of utility.
If you can put your
having the combined properties of a deployable
you can put your shield in sight,
and a bulletproof camera,
and if you're roaming and then they're rushing sight, you can just switch back to the person in sight
safety.
immediately. You don't have to travel all the way back to
idle
the
shell
sight.
is most effective when placed in key areas for the defenders to hold, so that it can provide information and serve as a launching point for when the enemy least expects it.
Impact grenades are a dub.
Talon's coming out.
Okay, but brother, holy, those guys are lost.
Bringing a brand new gun to Siege, the PCX-33 assault rifle.
New gun!
Kyurey may not be bringing a sniper rifle into battle, but make no mistake, her shells are still packing some serious firepower. This weapon is precise, deadly, and heavily customizable, making it a versatile tool for a versatile defender. For a sidearm, Scopos carries a P229, a throwback to Kyurey's days in the Greek Special Forces. Scopos also has access to secondary gadgets. These are shared between her 2 shells. Her first option is impact grenades, a great choice to maximize her mobility and roaming potential. Alternatively, Scopos can bring proximity alarms. These synergize great with her idle shell, helping her know exactly the right time to take action. The Pantheon shells are 2 health, 2 speed
What are you shooting at?
Having been built for a balance between durability and mobility. Given their unique nature, Scopos' shells have a few special interactions. A good rule of thumb is to think of her active shell as an operator and her idle shell as a gadget.
Yeah, I think she's gonna be a really good roamer actually.
Is EMPs and gadgets that target electronic devices, like IQ.
What the heck? That's the smallest
electronic
device
thing. The active shell has an active countermeasure that protects it from anti-electronic effects. It won't completely stop them, but it will prevent Scopos' active shell from being fully disabled by an EMP. This protection doesn't extend to the idle shell, however. Disabling effects will prevent Scopos from using the camera and swap features. Scopos' greatest counter is Dokkaebi. The hacker's calls are a threat to any roamer, but they also block Scopos' strongest escape plan.
What?
Additionally, Dokkaebi's universal hack
because he won't be able to switch back.
Access to the idle shell's camera. Brava's Clutch drone can overheat Scopos' idle shell.
Brother.
However, this
immediately
takes a while and gives Kyurey a warning on her HUD. If she's fast enough, Scopos can swap to activate her countermeasures and prevent the overheat.
So it just cancels the hacking? Like, how does that happen?
Electronic gadget, Scopos' idle shell's shield can be destroyed with explosives and similar effects, leaving the idle shell exposed for an easy kill. The glass can also be shattered, preventing allies from fully benefiting from its utility.
Brother, every operator can counter this.
Frag grenade or Florist drone can make quick work of an undefended idle shell. The biggest threats to Scopos are her direct counters.
It's not complicated.
So she benefits greatly from allies who protect her from them.
It's like a BP. What does it take to get? What does it take to get rid of a BP, an explosive device?
And other denial
or a melee,
like those from Mute, Mozzie, and Tubrow, can stop many of
very easy
Scopos'
counterable
greatest enemies. Being made of metal, Scopos' shells can't benefit from healing effects. Doc's stims, Thunderbird's Kona stations, and Rook's armor.
What?
They also can't get put in a down state, and they don't breathe, meaning they're immune to toxic effects like smoke and
Ooh, that's cool.
That last fact can open the floor to some aggressive combos.
Wait, that's cool.
4 eliminated.
Another strong approach to Scopos is to double down on intel. Maestro, Valkyrie, and Echo can offer more insight into enemy positions and even provide some distractions. That can be more than enough to let Scopos get into position and go for the
Okay, if you that Dokkaebi is lost as fuck. What the fuck? She literally just stared at him,
Scopos
fucking
is
unshielding.
designed to embody the key aspects of being a defender: gathering information and swiftly responding to attacker strategies. Scopos brings a level of adaptability that,
bit of time
if
to
left
switch.
unchecked, can turn the tide on even the strongest of
Okay,
attacks.
all right. But
We'll be keeping a close eye on her in the test server
We're in copper.
and throughout the season to see what players can do with her.
Loading new map. You won't see his face, ever, but you'll probably recognize his voice, as he's a big part of the Siege community.
Skittlz!
It's Marley, and he's here to give you his own special brand of insight into the new operator, new balancing updates, and all that Operation Twin Shells has to offer.
Molly, mate.
First impression of the new operator was definitely, oh, they've broken the game, this is it. But then when you see how it actually plays, it's amazing, it's mind-blowing, and it's definitely
There's
the
no
most
way this is his
versatile
gameplay, right?
operator on defense. The new weapon
No
she's
way.
got
Okay, that's
is,
not him, bro. That's not him.
Another assault rifle on defense. I love it. I love that weapon. The best strategy that I've found with the new operator so far is definitely finding my typical mirror window hiding spots on defense and planting one of the shells in the corner and hoping everybody walks right past it and then switching to the shell when needs be. And yeah, the rest is history. During the playtest, the hardest counter that I noticed, definitely feel like Flores drones are a big issue. If you're leaving your body somewhere, it's gonna get destroyed.
Yeah, bro, like everything can counter it. Like
The
everything
balancing
can counter
changes
it,
this
which is
season
good.
have got me really excited. The changes to Knock are really exciting. I'm going to be playing her completely differently to how I used to. I'm going
Bro,
to be
look, it
sitting
doesn't
under
move at
cameras
all.
And, yeah, really exciting. And I'm glad to see the new Solis change as well. I think that's a great change. Now you'll know when there's a Solis below when you're droning, and I think
Bro,
that's
this Solis
amazing.
change is an L.
Oh, the
Why would
Siege
they nerf
Cup's
her
gonna
more?
be another level. So ranked is sweaty and fun and competitive, but Siege Cup is going to bring a whole new level of sweat and passion to Rainbow Six Siege
And
that
cheaters.
I can't wait for. Who will I want to challenge in the 1v1 custom match? What a silly question. Jinxie, I'm ready. Overall, I think it's a really refreshing and exciting season. Year 9 Season 3 is bringing what I think is one of the most exciting operators I've seen in a long time. I can't wait to see all the fun and different plays coming from people. And I just think overall, alongside the balancing changes, it's just going to be a great season, and I can't wait for it to launch.
I mean, at least
And
it's more
that's
changes
the
than
full
New Blood
rundown for
than the
Operation
previous
Twin
season.
Shells, which is hitting the season test server tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Jump in and see how Scopos, Talus, and Colossus change the way you defend a site. And as always, remember to report issues you encounter while playing to R6Fix for a chance to earn a tidy reward for your efforts. Now, don't leave just yet, because we've got one more thing for you. It's Jaeger in space!
What is this, fucking 2010? Is this fucking Modern Warfare 3? Why are we getting a Jaeger elite skin for the 5th time? Give me just give him the ACOG! I don't care about your fucking skin, bro. Why would you use a shotgun in space? Okay, well, at least it's more changes than New Blood, bro. New Blood had like fucking 3 buffs and that's it. Or 3 nerfs and buffs. This has actual stuff. Is that it? Live release September 10th. Wait, what day's today? September. Is that it? And y'all call me a part-timer. I'm surprised it took I'm surprised it took that long for some of the changes, bro. Like the Dokkaebi change? We could have had that change like done so much earlier. That's so much. Like, why did it take years to nerf Dokkaebi that much? Like, all it is just make her fucking gadget like 45 seconds longer to initiate. What? And then the way they worded the Solis nerf, they're like, well, we nerfed Solis too much, so we're gonna nerf him again. Like, what? Also, look at that. Look at how they spelled it. Reveal. Oh. Reveal. Sorry. Knock got a big buff, so that's fucking dub. That's a dub. I like that, actually. And then for the new operator, I guess we can do stuff with it. I mean, it'll have some content with it, you know. But I still want a little bit more content, honestly. I think what Siege is missing is broken operators. They need to give us. Oh, I am excited about the new gun though. The new gun is a dub. I'm very happy with that. They finally were able to give us a new gun. We should keep getting new guns every season, brother. Going back to what I said earlier, they need to bring more broken operators. You guys remember when Lion was fucking released for the first time and literally give us wall hacks? I don't care if it's that stupid. It will bring people back to the game. If something is stupidly broken, it will bring people back to the game. Same with Ella. Ella, 51 bullets, absolutely 0 recoil, and shot like a fucking laser. Oh my god. Do you know how much fun it was to shit on people with a broken fucking operator? Oh my god. They gotta bring that back, bro. They gotta bring that back. They gotta bring broken operators back. Remember when the last time a really, really broken operator was introduced was Azami. And you all saw the reaction of when Azami actually came into the Siege. Everybody fucking loved it. It was insane. Fenrir is broken, but like, I think Azami had a bigger impact. We just need broken operators, bro. I mean, this operator idea is pretty cool, and I fuck with it, but like, it's very unique. Like, it's not something I would have thought of, but it's cool. It's not broken. It's like somewhat balanced, which sucks. It should be broken, I think, but we'll see how it goes. We can't really tell until we actually like play like a season of it. So, all right. I guess that's it.